Hello kids, how are you? So today we're going to be doing another one of these sink or float activities. So I already went ahead and colored all of my little things, okay, and I cut them out, spread them out over here. Now the reason for that is because my video actually cut and so it didn't film anything. So I can't show you how I colored it. So, but you already know how to cut and, color. So go ahead and do that step first. Pause the video, color, cut. And then once everything's colored and cut, you can start it again and you will be at the same step that I am. All right? Okay. Now, if you already did all that, let me go over the things we will need in order to do the experiment. So you will need some sort of bowl of water. You can use a cup, okay? If you have a cup, a vase, I guess, with water, a pitcher, right? Anything that you can see through. I usually like using glass because I can see where things are. If they sink to the bottom, they're going to be down here, and if they float, they're going to be up here, right? So we can look better when it's made out of glass because we can see through it. Okay? So just find a container. It doesn't need to be as big as this one. I got a big one. It's okay. Now the items we're going to be testing are pair of scissors, pencil, crayon, a key. Now if you're doing this, don't use any key. Ask your parents because sometimes the keys have a remote on the top, and if you use that by accident, you might break some keys. So this one is completely made out of metal, so I can sink this one, or I can test it. Make sure it's a key that's like this, okay? Penny, a paper clip, a leaf from outside, a straw. Now I don't have the bendy straw, so I just grabbed a paper one. I guess we'll see what happens with a paper straw. We'll see. Try and find whatever you have around. We'll test that. I also don't have a regular rubber band. I found one of these little hair rubber bands. So I'm going to be testing this one. We'll see how that works. And the last thing you will test is a feather. Okay, now this one I got from a cushion in my living room, but when you go to the scavenger hunt, you might be able to find one in the ground. So see whether or not you can find one. If you can't, then you're just going to follow my experiment, see what I get, and copy my results, okay? Now the way we're going to do this is that you will try it, pause the video, you're going to try the same item that I'm holding. So if I say, for example, let's try the pencil, you're going to pause the video, you try it, see what you get, play it, the video, and see what I get. And then we're going to glue the pencil either on the sink or on the float. Now if you look at the two drawings of the two little bowls, the one that's low shows us that it's sunken, right? It's sinking. And the one that's floating is on the top. So that means that it's, above the other one. So that's how you can remember. If not, you can sound it out. This one starts with an S, so you have that S, sink. This one is float, okay? So we'll do one at a time. Let's start with the pencil. Can you see it? Pencil. So take your pencil, pause the video, try it, then come back and let's see. Okay, let me tilt this. Okay, so let's see. My pencil's floating. Can you see that? Spins. All right, so I got float. I'm going to take this out, move that to the side, grab your glue. Where's my glue? Right here. Okay, can you see it right there? Okay, so mine was floating, so I'm going to glue my paper on the floating side. Okay, let's see what's next. Let's try the key. Okay, so let's try the key. Find yourself the key. Okay, so pause the video, you try it, then come back. Alrighty, so let's try it. So I'm just going to, it went all the way to the bottom. Can you see it? It's all the way down there. All right, so that one sinks. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. And then I'm going to add my key like that. All right, let's try the next one. I have rubber band. Can you see that better? Rubber band. Now, like I said, my rubber band is really small. Let's try it. Do you see it? It's floating. Okay, so that one floats. We're just going to add a little bit of glue. Put that there. Okay. Ooh, my water is warm. Okay, let's try the next one. Now I have straw. Oh, I got it wet. Let's try the straw. Let's see, I have my paper straw. It's floating. Okay, so the straw floats. Okay, take this one out. Oh, you know where you can get a straw? Sometimes the Capri Suns or the juices or the milks come with a little straw. You could try that one. Okay, let's do the coin. Okay, I took a little penny. I'm gonna try and see what happens. It sank. Okay, so that one's gonna go on this side. Sinks. Okay, let's try the next one. Have the feather. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna take my feather. Now, if you don't have a feather, so you can't test it, you're going to follow me. So don't pause the video, keep going, and let's see what happens. Ooh, that one is, it's like it's barely touching the water. Really cool. Okay, so that one's floating. Okay, let's do the leaf. So again, I'm gonna take the leaf. Oh, that one floats. Okay, let's try the next one. We have a crayon. Let's see what happens. Ooh, it fell, but it's kind of, you know, it's submerged. It's floating on the bottom, but it's still sank. So we're gonna put it on there, sink. Okay, now let's try the paper clip. Let's see what happens. Ooh, it went all the way to the bottom. Okay, so paper clip sinks. And the last one is the scissors. Let's see. Let's hold it like this. Got me wet. Okay. So let's put the scissors under sink. Right? Did you get the same thing I did when you tested it out? I hope you did. If not, let me know what you got different. Okay? So I hope you had fun. This is a really easy experiment. You can try other things if you want to see what else floats. You can. Just make sure you're asking your parents for permission, just in case it's something that you shouldn't put in water. Any of these things, make sure if you find them, you ask your parents whether you can put them in water or not. I suggest you do it with your parents. Alrighty? Okay, have fun, and I'll see you in art. Bye.